Hey guys, this is Cerebellum, and today we're taking a look at Sublimity's Crystal Maiden. Now, as you can see, there's a few oddities in this game. Namely that we have an abandoned a lever on the other side, on the dire side already.
30 seconds to battle.
Normally I don't do games like this, but I felt like doing this one in any case, mainly because I get to talk about techies a little bit. I hope that's gonna be good. I haven't seen this replay very much. In any case, I like the first skill point here from Sublimity. It's in Frostbite, and the starting items are decent. I think, you know, he got the courier, he got the wards, which, you know, for support is pretty mandatory. We have to have the support skin. There is an Earth Shaker as well. He could have bought one of those. It's pretty reasonable, especially in low level pops, not to get sentries or smokes at first. But really, my only gripe here is these armor branches. I'm not a fan of. They don't build into anything especially important on the Crystal Maiden, and this doesn't look like a game where you'll need a magic wand especially much. No spammers on the enemy side. I wouldn't have gotten these. I would have gotten for more regen, and besides, a level 1 Crystal Maiden these days could actually use a clarity. Her mana pool now, her starting int is so low at 16. It's quite depressing. Though she has nearly a 3 int per level gain, so you know, with a few levels you can do very much good stuff. Now you do get a haste rune. This would be a good opportunity to just go for a kill mid maybe, but we'll see. Looks like Smugner there on the Dragon Knight. Is he gonna be doing okay? Yeah, looks like it. There's the Pudge. I like the idea of going for the last hit, but I don't like, you know, you should have taken the haste rune. There's no reason to just leave it unless you had some communication with someone. But the Dragon Knight isn't free, so go and take that. He pretty much has to. Sorry about that. It's early. He pretty much has to stay in lane and farm up here. Now you're gonna go off lane with the Brewmaster and the Panda, and put a ward down here.
First blood.
This is a little bit weird.
The dragon draws first blood.
You do a good amount of damage here to the techies, but now your mana pool is exhausted. This is Dolabot puts this as normal matchmaking. I don't have the exact MMR, but probably I would say this is not very high level. Just, you know, people abandoning at the start of the game is usually an indication that this isn't very high level at all. You have kind of abandoned this Night Stalker to his matchup down here against Bat Rider, and this is screwing him over quite a lot. He isn't okay against this Bat Rider, I don't think. So I think that would be a much better situation if you were down there with the Bat Rider. So having the kind of roaming Crystal Maiden here, even though the enemy is down 1 and they're effectively playing 4 against 5, is yeah, I don't know if that's the best. The Dragon Knight is pulling this Pudge pretty effectively, but the Night Stalker is sort of getting shut down. He might even die. And just to say that the Pudge gets a kill on the Dragon Knight just with a hook, it looks like. It's pretty decent. Now a bit of an attempt here on the Bat Rider, but you know, you've used all your mana just for harass.
No.
Yeah, that could have been prevented pretty easily. There we are. Oh, good. So they did snatch up the kill there. Pretty important. Pretty good stuff. Should definitely use a tanker here not to
Radiant's
die.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Good. Bad timing on that. You can last hit pretty effectively, even with a right click as poor as Crystal Maidens if you time it more carefully. I like the skill up here, by the way. 1-on-1 is pretty reasonable.
9.
Yeah. Here you should have put a few hits into the creeps before you put down the Crystal Nova. And there's also no use. I don't think you need to use the Crystal Nova at all. You do have 2 points in Arcane Aura now. So yeah, still there's no reason to get that. She's gonna get the magic wand, of course. Another indication that this isn't super high level. Loving that magic wand is very much something newbies really love to, but I've talked a lot about that. in recent videos. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Wouldn't have bought it. It's not not a fan. Dragon Knight, yeah, he's gonna
I
wipe the
die
dust here again.
with honor.
It's not the worst matchup, Dragon Knight against Pudge. I mean, but you have to, you know, you do the usual Pudge stuff. One thing I should mention, which I mention every time we have a game with a Pudge wards. This ward over here doesn't do shit for the Dragon Knight against the Pudge. All it does is spot up this room. This ward up here, pretty fantastic for this position here. Good at shutting down the techies. Doesn't do shit for the Dragon Knight against the Pudge. And the crucial thing about the Pudge is to keep vision of him, because you need to see where's the hook's gonna come from. What I like to do on the Radiant side against the Dire side Pudge is to put a ward down right over here. That's good. Or one right over here. So in that case we can eliminate one side of the platform over here, the central platform, and we can tell, okay, well, if he isn't over here, the only way a hook could be coming for me if he's on this side is from the other side. Right. On the Radiant side, you know, here's a really fantastic spot. You can also do one right over here. That's pretty good. I think allocating one ward for that is pretty reasonable. Though against techies, this ward is also really reasonable. It depends who you're mostly scared of. And here I honestly would be more scared of the Pudge, just because I think the Pudge has... Yeah. I think the Pudge is honestly just scarier. Bad Rider chased the Crystal Maiden around a little bit. I wouldn't be brawling a Bad Rider at this point. He's deceptively powerful. One of these stacky heroes. But let's keep it moving. Oh, magic wand. There. So the first item you just really must be gunning for on the Crystal Maiden is, of course, the Tranquil Boots. That's got to reset again. I think my settings got reset again. No hotkeys. Spectator. Isn't it? I don't get why this gets reset. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. That's not so hard. It is a double damage Pudge. Yeah, did about what you could do, but the Pudge is snowballing pretty hard now. So, yeah, should have, you know. That's another thing, you know. What the reason you place this ward over here? Oh, stupid replay interface. Free camera. There we are. Okay, the reason why you place this ward is because you're afraid of ganks coming from over here. It's much more important to have a ward around here for the Dire offlane. This isn't actually a very good ward to have on the Radiant side, because as you just saw, ganks come in, they're already over here before you see them. You know, it is unfortunate that Pudge got a double damage, but you still should have had a better time to spot them out. Actually, if this has been switched, if this ward was a Radiant ward and this was a Dire ward, that would make a lot more sense. Because you're more worried that it's Radiant about people going in here than you are as Dire about people coming over here. Because if they're coming over here, they have to go near the towers over here, or they have to go near the tower over here. Which is a lot more difficult than, you know, just walking through the woods here and being able to cut you off over here in this large area without the tower. So that's, yeah, just a short note there. About the warding. This is a support game. We're gonna do a little bit of more
tower is under attack
than we normally do for the carries. Should use a tango here. Don't like you staying around at 300 HP. Very easy kill for a lot of heroes. Like a Pudge hook now, and you. Oh, this looks like a kill. Ish. Oh. Yeah, if you'd coordinate that with a Night Stalker a little bit better, probably. I'm gonna guess there was no ping out or anything there. Now, 200 HP definitely should go, but don't go for last hits. When you do have a Night Stalker in lane who pretty badly needs them, yeah, denies are much better. Much better. Shh. Shit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Should do that, Tango. Tango it up.
Dire's middle tower is
Tango.
under attack.
Why do you buy tangos if you're not gonna use them? I
This'll
don't
come
get
in
it.
handy.
Fresh meat.
Techies kills the Earthshaker, and Techies kills the other one.
Let's get
And now the Dragon Knight is pretty boned. You are not carrying a TP, so you can't get up there.
love a good
It might seem like I'm going, oh, you should buy all the support items, never get any item progression yourself. Well, with a first blood, that should pretty
Radiant's
much be a
top tower
boost.
is under attack.
Without this magic wand, you should have had plenty of regen. You could have gotten a TP scroll. Could have made the difference that fight. That's that's the way if you want to run a hard support. You do that. Gonna put down the same ones before. It looks like. So she's just watching the fight
Dire's
here a little
middle
bit.
tower is under attack.
That's yeah. Again, I don't like that ward, especially on. It doesn't help against Pudge. It doesn't really do anything against Bad Rider. We saw just before they were capable of getting a gank with that ward anyway. So yeah, again, not a fan of that ward. Oh wow, that's One thing is, you're in a game with a techies. I should really mention this. All these bombs. You need sentries. Like, someone's gonna find out where there's bombs. You saw him hanging out in here. There's gonna be bombs right there. Like, it's just so obvious. Like, this spot right over here where the techies were before. I'm not gonna bother putting into free cam again. But we had bombs right there before. They usually bomb the side shops. And a spot like this is a spot like around the rooms. You could have put one right down here. It would have been pretty good spot to put a sentry. You would have spotted these. Would have nearly died. Yeah, you do need sentries.
Roshan has fallen
But
to the Dire.
Lower level players like this walked right back into them. Okay, there's a very big chance when you run into
Dire's
take his
bottom
bombs,
tower is under
mines,
attack.
that you only hit a few of them. Yeah, now you're just gonna get sentries. That you only hit like half of them, like here. So don't backtrack. Don't backtrack into like bombed locations if at all possible. And be careful of where you. And now she's gonna sentry that spot where there's no longer any. Yeah.
This'll come in handy.
Dire's top tower
Now the
is under
livestock is
attack.
gonna die because the Crystal Maiden. Well, because you weren't aware he's been ganked at all. And also because you
Dire's
weren't
top
carrying a
tower
TP.
is under
Like, once
attack.
your map awareness improves, you could have actually jumped in on that and actually
Dire's
made
top
something happen.
tower is under attack.
Oh. That chick's gonna bite it here. You just don't wanna techies this early on. You kinda wanna just, unless it's like a really favorable situation, you kinda don't wanna fight him. Like, he just sort of falls off so drastically later that there's no reason to deal with him now. Like, it's... What the hell? Oh, that's a Brewmaster ult. Brewmaster used his ultimate for nothing. That's unfortunate.
mine.
They're gonna get the Ares. What the? Oh, he already had Ages. He didn't have Asians. Holy shit, that was
My only goal
pretty bad.
to slay you.
Smugna. That's why I was talking about Pugna. It's called Smugna. Right. Okay, so they get a pretty decent fight there. Good of you joining in there. He might have actually been able to trade with that Aegis. Else. That's an Invis Bad Rider. And here,
Radiant's middle
using
tower
your mana
is
this
under
aggressively
attack.
on creep waves is having a
Dire's
bit
bottom
of
tower
toll.
is under attack.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. You need to just get out of here.
Double kill.
Game is hard. Yeah. So sometimes you have these games. Keep in mind, there's actually been like 2 suicides, or maybe even 3. I think the Techies might have suicided 2 times, and the Pudge did it once. So, oh shit. Sorry. actually died right as you set down the sentry ward. That is unfortunate. That is not. Oh. Yeah. I like your item progression aside from
Radiant's
the ward
bottom
though.
tower is under attack.
Another thing you could do, I don't think it would do you too much good here. Yeah, okay. That Pudge is doing so much damage with these hooks now, you need to have a lot of respect for them, even though you did trade with the Ursa there. So, like, one thing you can do against these burst damage heroes is get like a bracer on Crystal Maiden, because you are pretty low. Pretty low on the strength. That rider's so tanky. I do get him though. Do get him.
One piece of bristles shall I waste.
Radiant's top tower is. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, don't run straight away from the Pudge. It makes it very easy for him to hook you. Looks like she is going for that gauntlet. And you don't need to upgrade these gauntlets. You don't need to go into a drum or something just because you buy a gauntlet. Or well, a bracer. Wonder why we didn't see a boulder toss there. But these are still decent stats. Like 2 and 4 is pretty good. Like, it's not horrible. It's not horrible to die a lot as support if you're getting good trades out of it. You aren't really getting good trades, but that's not. It's not exclusively your fault. Again, this ward not feeding. Now it's gonna do a little more. Like Dragon Knight, you know, woke up from his reverie. They are gonna kill the. They were gonna kill the Bad Rider. The Pudge is doing a nice trick there with the Force Staff.
Radiant's top
Pudge is
tower
honestly
is
playing
under
pretty
attack.
well for this level of play. Like considering we have a Brewmaster who rushed in Vanguard as the first
Radiant's
item without
top
boots.
tower is under
I think
attack.
this Pudge is playing better than the rest here. So obviously this place is a pretty huge risk to run around in. You have Tranquil Boots, you have Tangos, still Tango up here. I don't understand what
Radiant's
situation
top
this.
tower has
She's going for
fallen.
Urn. That's interesting. I like that a lot. Actually, the heal from the Urn is not going to be super relevant. Maybe the tick down damage will be enough to bring down the bat or some shit. But it does give you 6 strength. So it is 6 times 19, 60 plus 114 HP. Yeah, that's okay. Oh yeah, so she was gonna T-ward in. And unfortunate.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the combination of the Pudge and
Radiant's
the
middle
Techies having
tower
good
is
games
under
here is
attack.
just kinda shutting you down, honestly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's Basher on the Night Stalker. Does Night Stalker have any attack speed? I don't know. Doesn't even have boots. When Basher rush. Oh, let's see. Can they make it in? But the slow has a lot longer range. You need to be aware of this. The Crystal Nova, the nuke here, has a lot longer range. You can just cast it in front of you here. I like the ultimate here though. This is gonna pretty much guarantee a kill on the Pudge. These kills are a lot bigger. Like the kill on the Pudge here is a lot bigger than the other kill. Panda should have his ultimate, yeah. He can just ultimate as soon as he gets out of this. Ulti. Yes. Go for the bat, go for the bats. Come on now. Yeah. Ooh. He's gonna. Okay. He's gonna tornado the bat. He's got a stun. He's got a stun. Should stun. Yeah, there we go. That's a kill.
Double kill.
Nice.
Slam.
I love the Earthshaker's Echo Slam. Yeah. See this fight with Cap. Yeah. That's a pretty good exchange. Oh, it's pretty even actually. That's odd. Why is it even? It should. Oh, I thought it would be really good for you, but I guess it's the Pudge dying isn't as big of a deal as I thought. Looks like the Dragon Knight wants to chase the techies. Shouldn't chase the techies. There's no. The worst thing is chasing the techies. There's already a Blink Dagger, Ursa, and all kinds of toxic shit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh,
attack.
nice. Now that should be pretty good. Yeah, 1600 gold, about
Radiant's bottom
1500
tower
XP.
is under attack.
Yeah, good shit. Good
Dire's
shit.
middle tower is
Let's see
under
what the
attack.
Crystal Maiden's up to.
Dire's
There's a bit of a ward war going on
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower is under attack.
This Pudge is already so tanky. Don't go D-ward now, please. Oh, he's gonna get hooked. Oh, no hook. No hook, okay. Maybe he didn't have vision. No, he didn't have vision, of course, yeah. That would be bad if the mines actually gave you vision. Yeah, sorry, it's early. I'm kinda, yeah, not too used to taking that. I'm only playing captains. Yeah, sacrificing yourself for the cause there, pretty good thing. Tank is dying. Good. Okay, the panda's starting to come into effect. It's very hard to kill a panda like this. That was pretty much a 1k XP, and it was, yeah. But now the panda's gonna die, giving back a lot of that gold. The Dragon Knight is a bit of a tough spot.
Not so fast.
Night Stalker's going on. The target really shouldn't go on. Night Stalker's dead now. At least the Dragon Knight made it out.
Dark is the grave.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden is just chilling in the fountain for now, for a few seconds. Probably hating life after 7 deaths in a 25-minute game. Pudge just gonna casually come in here and kill the Dragon Knight. Or maybe not kill the Dragon Knight, but does the Dragon Knight actually have farm? Not really. He's just stacking up. You don't
Roshan
really.
has fallen to the Dire.
The thing is, I want to mention this really bad, really fast, because I'm not a fan of this move. The thing is, Armlet is an armor item, and Hymn Dominator is an armor item, and Dragon Blood gives you 12 armor, so you don't need plus. You don't need 30 armor. Come on, you need strength then. So I guess Armlet into Hymn Dominator isn't the worst. I wouldn't have gone Hymn Dominator this game. I wouldn't. It's good, but I think a more strength would be better. And I think a disarm, like just going Heaven's Halberd against this Ursa would be pretty tempting for me. Yeah. Or Blink Dagger. Maybe not a Blink Dagger. Yeah, but Heaven's Halberd, just to have something you can do against some of these guys would be pretty good. Else just a Mjolnir. I would have probably just got Armlet into Mjolnir, farm shit up. I'm pretty hesitant about just going for the Halberd, despite it being able to. Like this Ursa without a BKB, he would pretty much be unable to do much. Nice ulti, forcing him to go for you there. Though you get a horrible fight, like too eager to fight here, too eager to fight. Oh, it's a very nice echo stand there. Unfortunate. But we see the... Okay, that was actually pretty minimal. There we are. 4,000 golden XP. Did he just... Okay, no, it wasn't. Just a nice stuff. Can't take on ages. Don't go up here, come on. There's 4 of your teammates dead. They can just attack you. Are you serious? Really,
Radiant's
man?
middle towers,
Ah.
Radiant structures are
That's
fortified. Radiant's middle tower is falling.
I'm gonna get the Ursa. Now I can show you, yeah. That's 3,000
Radiant's
XP
bottom
for
tower
killing that
is under
Ursa.
attack.
That's a lot. I think that's a lot for killing one hero. Again, a bit of ward wars around here. Would have put this a little bit further up, maybe. Yeah, you could put it over here. It would spot out the room. I'm gonna put it back. Probably take the Pudge here. The Pudge is doing a good job of killing off the Dragon Knight. Now he knows. It's very important to stun out the Pudge. Oh, that might be your death. Oh, one actually gonna save you, and one saved you. Of course. Magic Stick would have saved you as well. Or, you know, a Bracer.
Of magnitude.
Good trade as well there.
Radiant's top tower is under
Pudge.
attack.
Actually, a game with this much burst, when this burst is this much of a problem, Tranquil Boots is actually... I've heard a lot of guys say you should get Power Threads instead, just for the 8 string. And I mean, yeah, if you don't have the room to heal up, Tranquil Boots are pretty pointless.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Doing a pretty decent job of blast hitting there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think this wards
Dire's
other
bottom
mines around
tower
here
is
right
under
now.
attack.
He's probably gonna place them more around where all the action is. Generally, techies needs a long time to place these mines, so you can keep track of them like that. Like he's just gonna be spending a lot of time around there.
I'll take that.
So with a basher now, that's scary.
Radiant's top tower is
Really
under
likes
attack.
that ward spot. And it doesn't even spot out Roshan, and honestly when there's an Ursa here, you need to spot out the Roshan. It's kind of weird that they have so many heroes. They have 3 heroes that you really need special wards for. Like Techies, Pudge and Ursa. Ursa means you just have to ward the Roshan place earlier.
Radiant's bottom tower is
That's
under
actually
attack.
fine. If they have 3 heroes not farming and just going for killing the Earthshaker, you can just farm the other lanes and be fine with it. Now though, with them going for kill here, that little bit of messing in the HP.
Spring drives off winter.
Bad. Ursa comes down again, that's unfortunate. Heavy stun.
Get over here! Drunk. You'll look good with an apple.
The enemies are just snowballing now. Let's take a moment to survey the state of the game. So, basically, if we sum up what's happened so far is they have a ton of gankers. They have Bad Rider, Pudge, Techies. These guys pretty much just gank. And that's what's been happening. They've just been ganking you relentlessly. Does Techies even have an Academs? He does. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I don't have very good, you know, I don't know Techies very well. Because he isn't in captain's mode, so I don't really care. But, you know, yeah, basically they've been allowed to slow ball. If we take a look at the net worths, pretty clear in favor of the Pudge and the so those are pretty much the guys who don't want to get it. Techies is actually doing remarkably badly. Oh, he's 8 and 8, but some of those would be suicides. But you know, the Ursa having a lot of the money and the Pudge having a lot of the money is pretty bad. Like those are pretty much the 2 farm dependent heroes they have over here. So you know, the Ursa getting this basher and the blink is kind of bad, really bad. It's not good. It's not good. The basher is really quite good on Ursa, since he can max out his attack speeds shortly. He will be able to get the jump on, you know, squish your heroes. Anyone but the Bad Rider and the Panda. I think, and pretty much have a really good chance of just murdering you in one set of overpower. And that's unfortunate. The Pudge getting it means he's gonna have hyper mobility. He's gonna do the force, he's gonna do the blink. He's got a heart actually, so he's also gotten 70 strength. Yeah, Pudge can snowball, and this is the mechanic for him snowballing. He gets this. He gets this flesh heap, and basically, yeah, it's unfortunate. You don't want that to happen, and mainly, poor reactions on your part, kind of. The one thing you could have done better is sort of this roaming in the beginning, better wall placements. When you're in this position, Pudges love this. When you are defending this side here as the Radiant, Pudges love standing up on this ridge we saw just before, exactly for that reason. So when you're up against the Pudge, try to ward this ridge, especially a Pudge that's as dominant as this one. A Pudge that's gone 20 and 6.
Top tower is under attack.
We do see a large discrepancy in XP
Dire's
and
structures
gold.
of Dire's top tower is under attack.
This game is looking quite
Radiant structures of Dire's top tower has fallen.
So just a straight bad move there from the Night Stalker.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, that was pretty much a doozy of a fight. Pretty well played from your team. Bad Rider and Earthshaker especially got off their abilities right as they needed to. Traded 1 for 4, which is quite good. We see this as a 8,000 XP gain and like a 6,000 XP difference here, and actually about 4,000 gold swing. So that is quite huge. We see the gold now. The difference now is just 5,000 or so. Before that it was a much more substantial, like 10,000. 5,000 at this point is manageable. And the XP is just plummeting your way as well. So very good, very good. That should, we see where the gold went. We see 1,000 gold for the Panda and 1,000 gold for, or 900 gold for the Earthshaker. And 400 gold less for the Bad Rider. It's pretty good. And 500 gold less for the Earth is pretty good. So that's pretty excellent. Like, we're gonna see the Panda probably make a start on a big item. Yeah, he's gonna get a Halberd. I think this is fantastic. I like his item choices aside from rushing the Vanguard. I think he needs a bottle as well. Though I can understand if he maybe thinks he won't go for runes against techies. That's doing decently. But he's got a ton of armor now. He's gonna go for Halberd, which is gonna give him even more evasion. There's no one likely on this team to get an MKB, and it's gonna give him a disarm for the Ursa, which is huge. Taking the Ursa out of the fight would be pretty great. Though of course he can't really use it while in ultimate, which is not good. So I think he pretty much probably a better item would be an Aghanim's would be better, or Sheepstick. Sheepstick would be pretty fantastic. Just so before you brew ulti, you can just go in and Sheepstick one of the guys like a Pudge. And then just use the brew ulti, create chaos, then lift the Pudge up, and just keep him out of the fight. Basically, you have to, so you can just deal with him afterwards. Deal with that absurd 4.5k HP afterwards. But we're talking a lot about the brew now. That wasn't really the intent. Got very lackluster item progression from this Dragon Knight, but he's gone for the items I think he should go for. Aside from this Helmet of the Dominator, he is going for that Mjolnir. Going for that farming potential and that attack speed. He does need to deal some damage in these fights, so that's nice. Night Stalker, he's got a basher, doesn't even have boots yet. What? The 35-minute game? Hell, bad Night Stalker. Yeah, that is a seriously bad game coming from this guy. So yeah, I think Aghanim's coming out from the Earthshaker's okay. I think maybe no, Aghanim's that fine. It's fine. And of course we know what the Crystal Maiden has. Crystal Maiden's been dying a lot and getting a lot of wards. So that's pretty fine. almost worth it if she walks into the mines here. Almost worth it.
Thing.
Oh, that's like the third time that's happened. You just sorry, but that was pretty. He got you to put
Dire's
down
middle
the sentry
tower is
and
under
die.
attack.
That's just, oh, he gets another one. Where did that even happen? So well done on that techies, yeah. He gained 2,700 XP there.
Haste!
Looks like the Night Stalker might have just given up on this game. Nope, he's just a bit slow.
Regeneration!
Oh, there you see a ward here. Oh, it's gonna
Dire's
expire.
bottom tower has fallen.
You can't do the H. Looks like the banner will make it out. Does he he didn't have blink. So that's one thing I don't like from the panda. He didn't get blink. He would have been able to make it out there if he had blink. Don't take a 2-1-2 fight, please. Don't. Oh, Jesus, you're dead. Ish.
I'm burning up.
Yeah, why did you go there? Why did you go there?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The brew did nothing to them, so why did you think you were in any position to take those guys on? I don't know. And the Night Stalker. Yeah. So what you just need to do here is just take hyper defensive fights and just get some kind of good trade. You need like that 1 for 4 like before. That's all you need. Eventually getting that. You don't need it right now. You don't need to go in 2-on-2. Yeah. That's, you know, it's pretty basic. Though I can understand at this point if you're frustrated. Though frustration doesn't help you win, but it's just an excuse. So would love to see some wards around this area, and of course this ridge I mentioned before. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Burns immortal in me. What happened to you?
So managed to get into a good chaotic fight here. Nice dodge there. Should use your burn offensively.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Finally, good fight, good fight. That was pretty fantastic for you. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That might
Dire's
look
middle tower
sort of
is
like
under attack.
something that shouldn't be this much of a swing. Because of the new mechanics, it just is. Any kind of kill is going to be worth so much to you guys, it's completely ridiculous. That was 1.5. That's all. Like that's most of a blink dagger for the panda. Just that one
Dire's
fight.
structures are fortified.
That's pretty fantastic.
Dire's
Looks like
top
he actually
tower
has
is
his
under
heavy
attack.
talbers now, which is gonna be pretty huge. Like he's gonna be pretty hard to kill for him now. Even. The tech is gonna go for this. No. Probably wants the Crystal Maiden. Or maybe he could now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe he just wants all of them here.
A barrel of juice to fight for me.
And this panda's pretty hard to kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Much obliged. No such thing.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Nice
attack.
kill. See the fight recap on that one. Fight recap. There we
Dire's
are.
bottom tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
that's 2,000 XP and 700. That's more than 1,000 gold just for that Bat Rider kill.
Dire's top tower
You can throw
is
the
under
game now
attack.
pretty easy. You need to, like, when you have a lead, play carefully. Like, you can't YOLO. YOLOing kills.
Dire's middle tower
YOLOing
is
is the
under
best
attack.
way to lose the game now. It's just such a good way to lose the game. Yeah. More wards around here. I think that's a bad spot. Yeah, I might have said differently in a lot of my videos, but I've started to change my mind on it. And certainly with an Ursa here, you need to ward around this pit. Like, you need to know at least, even though you can't contest the Roshan, you need to know when he's doing it, so you know you can move a little bit more freely around the map for a little while. And the Dragon Knight gets his Mjolnir, so a lot of item progression coming out. This Mjolnir is pretty huge. He's gonna deal out a lot more serious damage now, just with that 80 attack speed and of course the proc and the 24 damage as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Night
under
Stalker
attack. Radiant's
needs
bottom tower
something with
has
attack
fallen.
speed. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, he's got phase now. Finally. Maybe he had phase before. It seems so unlikely he didn't have boots in 35 minutes. And I'm starting to doubt my mind. I do like that ulti.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Triple kill!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So at this
Dire's
point,
middle tower has fallen.
I would seriously consider sacrificing my own item progression and just going for a gem
Dire's
for the
middle
panda.
tower is under
Because
attack.
the panda is, in ultimate form, he's pretty much guaranteed to not die to the wards. He can still see them, and he's really tanky now. So he could be a pretty good gem carrier
Dire's middle
and
tower
actually
has fallen.
bring things home for him.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Dragon Knight can push pretty
Dire's
damn
middle
well.
barracks has fallen.
The techie is not doing jack shit.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And they actually take up racks, and you defend the tier 2, so well done, good movement back there. And I think
Dire's
this,
middle tower
if a
is
gem
under attack.
comes out now, I think that would be pretty good.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They're just gonna GG this, it looks like.
Flashmate!
DK fires, force. This is a little bit late for jungling, I have to admit. I don't really know what's, yeah.
Flesh sustains, gold remains. Would have done much worse.
Nice
Middle
move,
tower
the Earth
is
Shaker
under
there.
attack.
Panda might have even died without the Earth Shaker.
Driven off Crystal Maiden as spring drives off winter. Time to punch!
With that disarm on this Ursa, really good. Yeah, they were.
You fought and died with honor.
That's a good trade, I think. Yeah. Well, okay, you lost gold, probably because they had no gold to lose, but you gained a ton of XP. I think that's good. I think that's good. The Dragon Knight even got a lot of XP. We lost XP, or we lost gold on you and the Earthshaker, so I think that's good. That's pretty good. Brew got even more tanky. Would love to see probably a gem on this guy, yeah. Just to counter the techies completely. A gem on a 4000 HP, 30 armor, dude. Yeah, good luck killing him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He should also
Dire's
think
top
about
tower
selling this
has
Vanguard
fallen.
at some point and going to a booted travel at this point. Be good. But it's just at this
Dire's
point it's
top
just tough
tower
as Crystal
is under
Maiden.
attack.
I don't actually like this 4-staff much. I don't know how much it's gonna do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think maybe a
Dire's top
BKB
barracks are- Dire's
would have
structures
been better. Just
are
working on a
fortified.
BKB. It's very feasible now. Just, you know, so you can BKB ulti. Maybe be better. It's not a horrible
top
4-star.
Dire's top
I
barracks
think the
has
BKB
fallen.
is just so powerful now.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
See, you're pretty much screwed
Dire's
in these
bottom
fights
tower
anyway.
is under attack.
Didn't even save the DK.
Dire's
but
bottom tower. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Dire's bottom racks
Dire's
are gonna
bottom
die
barracks.
now.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's
See,
bottom
one thing the
barracks has
techies
fallen.
did really bad is that these mines can actually push. They actually work on towers, damages buildings, says right there. So he should have been pushing more actively in the mid game. Do we still have tier 2s? How do you have tier 2s in a game like this?
Haste. I stalk. No.
Yeah, Night Stalker's having a bad day. He's going for really weird
Roshan
items.
has fallen to the
Why has he
Radiant.
got Basher into Armlet? He needs attack speed, doesn't need Armlet. Armlet is like 15 attack speed, it's nothing. I would honestly have liked it better if he went Mask of Madness, maybe. Or just a Mjolnir. Like, you know, get items that synergize. Oh, it's Brewmaster got the Aegis. I just assumed it was the Ursa. Warding the same places over and over. You need... Okay, did you put this water? Maybe she did. I don't remember. But, you know, you need to change your warding as the game progresses. Ursa just dies.
Cut off in me prime.
There we go. This is looking decidedly one-sided now.
Dire's top barracks
There's
are
no
under
reaction
attack.
in the team.
Dire's top
Yeah, they
barracks,
can't
the
stop
Radiant
Mega Creep
now
in this
have
lineup.
creeps.
Boom!
Dire's middle tower.
That's why I wanted that gem. But it doesn't matter. Brewmaster's gonna come out of this anyway.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Even if you lose this fight, it really don't matter.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
There we are.
Fire, take
Double kill for the Crystal Maiden.
Dire's ancient is
That's
under radiant victory.
Game. Ah, yeah, okay. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about just the general flow of this game, because I feel like that's one of the more interesting things here. This patch is very swingy. It's gotten a lot harder. Just since the last patch, it's gotten a lot harder to translate an early lead into a sure win. Mostly because any kind of trade that's even remotely even, is gonna favor your opponents. So as soon as you just get those 1-2 fights, you just sort of just take that and can be happy. That you just get so much item progression. We saw how fast this Dragon Knight was able to get this Mjolnir after he was just sitting on Armlet and Helmet the Dominator for so long, and he just suddenly got the Mjolnir, and then suddenly, you know, that's a huge item. That's a huge item pickup. That's nearly 6,000 in an item. Of course, it's gonna be massive for him. We saw how the Panda was just able to get an AC in this game, like so fast, even though they have very, very low last hits for like an hour-long game. We have the same thing on the other side, of course, but yeah. So these earlier lineups, and make no mistake about it, Pudge and Techies, they are not fantastic late game. They are at early game and mid game heroes respectively. Like the Techies is definitely early game, and Pudge is definitely, you know, not a late game hero. Really not. Like it's like he gets super tanky and then just does nothing with it. That's pretty much it. Ursa's pretty decent late game. Bad Rider's great late game. But you know, it's nothing against a Dragon Knight and Brewmaster and Night Stalker. Even though the Night Stalker, you know, level 16 at an hour. It's a horrible game. Holy shit. So what really happens here is they failed at pushing. They failed at actually translating their lead into a more stable lead, a long-term lead, which is the pushing. They failed to get good enough item progression. Like this on the Ursa is actually quite mediocre for this point in the game. He should have had an Abyssal Blade, definitely. He should have had something more than just a Sanjin, Yasha, Basha and BKB in a blink. This is, you know, just acceptable items at this point. So what really happened is they failed at pushing. They should have taken a Rax sooner. They should have been able to take a Rax sooner. A lot of that is the Techies not realizing he could push. A lot of that is the Ursa not putting emphasis on actually taking towers. And what happens is eventually you just get a trade and you get all these items, and suddenly their advantage is moot. It's just not there anymore. And they got good items, they got a way to disarm the Ursa, and suddenly the nuke damage coming out of these other guys is just not significant enough to kill anyone. Certainly not a Brewmaster or a a Brewmaster or a Dragon Knight. I was about to say Brewmaster or Panda, that's the same hero. Who's gotten all these items, got a heart each. They're so tanky, you're not gonna nuke them down. Unless you have like 10 minutes worth of techies mines. then you can nuke them down, but then it's kind of a one-off deal. And that's just this thing. Like with this patch, you have to get this. Either you get this methodical, flawless victory kind of deal where you never give trades, you just never lose a fight, and then you can just roll over the opponent, yeah. But then you need to never lose a fight. Because as soon as you lose a fight, the opponent's gonna get so much. They're gonna respawn faster. And they're gonna just come out with another 5,000 gold item that you weren't expecting, because now you get so much gold from these trades. And then suddenly your leads just, even though you have a kill lead, that kill lead isn't actually a gold lead or an XP lead. Because when you win fights against superior opposition, like opposition that is higher level and has more net worth, you just get so much. You get so much, unbelievably much. So that's kind of how you were able to win this. They failed at pushing, and they failed at not letting you get trades. Some good play off the Brewmaster in particular, a few clutch plays off the Earthshaker, and yourself. You had a few moments where it went well. Were kind of what was needed there. The Night Stalker kind of fell through. It was kind of 4 against 4 here, but that's how I see the game. You need to change up your warding spots a bit. I think against heroes like Techies and against Pudge, you do need better wards. Against Ursa, you do need to ward the Roast Pit. And of course, centering up the Roast Pit when you have an Ursa and a Techies, what you can do is just secure the roast completely by just mining it up. If you just mine up the Roast Pit, it's so difficult for your position to contest, because if you need to go into contest and the Ursa is kind of low, they're just gonna blow up. it's pretty disgusting, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, need to ward the Roach Pit. Need to stop with that. When you're Radiant, don't ward the Radiant jungle like that. Not unless it's like an aggro trial against an aggro trial or something like that. But yeah, so. And you need to not ward the same spot every time throughout the game. You can move them forward when you have control, move them back when you've lost the control. You did ward that ridge I kept talking about with the Pudge. When the Pudge is dominating, you're starting to move towards your towers, your second tier towers, as being kind of the safe zone. Then you can ward that ridge. It's really good. Just because he's so likely to be standing up there. He's standing there, he's standing in your jungle looking for payoffs. Just the jungle part, the part of your jungle that's towards your mid lane, on the Radiant side. On the Dire side it's a little bit more tempered, but it's mostly on the Radiant side. He'll stand up on that ridge. Yeah, I think that's about what I have for this game. Oh yeah, you also used your abilities too much early on. You depleted your mana pool, didn't have mana for a few crucial engagements there in the early stages. You also left the Night Stalker alone against the Batrider. Honestly, the Night Stalker should have played better, but he didn't have an easy time in that lane. Did not have an easy time. Batrider against a melee solo is kinda good against almost any melee. So probably wanted to support him a bit more. The Dragon Knight managed to die against the Pudge in lane in any case, even though you tried going for some shit there, going for some early ganks there. You didn't pick up the haste rune. One of the first things that happened was you found a haste rune right off the bat. Fantastic for a support disable like Crystal Maiden with the Frostbite, and you just didn't take it. You should have taken that and tried for a first blood on the Batrider or on the Pudge mid. Would have been so easy to get in range for a Frostbite. I think you got a Frostbite on the Pudge anyway, and it got pretty low. The Dragon Knight got cocky and got hooked on the tower, and that's all she wrote for the Dragon Knight. But yeah, should have taken that haste. Should have probably been able to pretty reliably translate that into a first blood. Yeah. Your skill build, for what I saw, was pretty good. You maxed out the... oh, I can't see that here. Well, you maxed out your first ability, the Crystal Nova. Crystal Nova is what it's called. You maxed out the Crystal Nova first. I like that. Second up, you maxed the regen. I like that as well. And yeah, your items were pretty good. For general game progression, this is pretty good. Like the Force Staff, the Urn, and the Tranquil is pretty good, sensible items. This wand, though, stop it with this wand. You'll thank me later if you stop that. As I mentioned, if you get late game these days, I'm thinking probably heading for a BKB. If you can just survive through 1 or 2 engagements, you're gonna get so much gold. You can probably get a BKB up. If you can get a BKB, you can probably just BKB alt and maybe just win your team a fight off that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this time. My name's been Sublimity. As per the usual, the instructions for sending in replays will be in the description for this video, and please make sure you do tell me what hero you are, and also tell me what MMR you are at. That would be really good. If you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it or subscribe or both. Yeah, again, this has been Academy of the Ancients, and thank you for watching.